lap, 38.014.
Everyone, welcome to the stream. Let me make sure this is working since I don't normally do this on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Let me make sure this is working since I don't normally do this on YouTube. Alright, it looks like it's working. Hopefully the sound is better than last time. When I did this stream last week, I guess. It wasn't great. The sound was pretty crappy. Yeah. Let me go ahead and start from the pits. Have a nice fresh start for this and see how I do. This is Charlotte Roval, the MX5 in iRaging. Pretty cool track. I'm looking forward to doing a couple of races here before the week finishes. I've hardly done any practice on this track, unfortunately, because I've been away a week. So, cold tires, what am I doing? But it is an enjoyable track. I would like to do, I think I have time to do 2 races here shortly, so I'm going to do some practice. I'm going to do a race against the AI here shortly. And then hopefully, if I focus and I have enough time, let's see what time it is. Yes, 5:10, so I can do the 6 p.m. Eastern and then the 6:30 p.m. Eastern race. I have to remember cold tires. Yes, I'm practicing. This is good to do some laps in amongst traffic. Lines of the AI take through these corners is pretty slow and kind of crappy, so you have to be very careful not to slam right into them. It's kind of called the track limits for this track. On the bank curves, you can only ride 2 wheels below the blue line. That's okay. But then, stream it so then you can watch it afterwards.
Oh,
so
hello. Hi.
I literally just started streaming too and practicing. The love of my life already ruining my lap. Let's focus for a little bit. So bad, so bad. I swear I'm better than this. You wouldn't think so. Yeah, so as I was saying, these blue lines, when you're on a bank curve, it's off track limits for you to ride more than 2 tyres, so you can't ride 4 tyres below the line. But other areas of the track, like when you're on the straightaways, you can actually go way beyond them, so it's makes for some interesting rides. Like here. And then that line designates the beginning of the bank end, so you have to be at least 2 tyres by then. Oops. There's not that damage. Crazy, before I came on screen, I did a handful of laps and I was way quicker.
Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Clear. Car, hey, just at the fastest lap. 37.469. Right side. Clear.
CPU sometimes. I forget it's just practice. Ramming up my inside like that.
Car, 14, just at the fastest lap. 37.169.
Brake there so that was slower and I can just be hard on the gas out of it because you can really cut that corner.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car, 11, just at the fastest lap. 37.042.
Yeah, no, when I hook up a good lap, I'm very easy to be able to get the 135s. I just, as I said, well, I can't do it consistently, but that's because I've hardly had any practice on this track, so it's not expected. Get a great entrance into that corner, but really good exit, so.
Car, 42, just at the fastest lap. 36.694.
Much braking. See that, how the yellow line there, I got to the ABS, over braking. I was trying to brake a little later to see if that was the key, but it's not, so. Hello fans. This is a cool track that I'm looking forward to actually driving my McLaren out here sometime, my real McLaren, and going out to the Roval. Hard on the gas there. Maybe I need to be a little deeper into that corner. I can't remember how many time now to practice with different lines because I have a race in about 40 minutes, a real race against real people. Oh, what happened there? to stay in third there with the cold tyres, but that wasn't the way. Still a fun track. Still a fun track. It's coming out now. Remember that I have cool tyres. A rush. Good thing is this lap is so long that just one lap around to warm up the tyres quite nicely. Especially with some of these long bank corners, that puts a lot of lateral load through the tyres, warms them up. Okay. Always just sucking me towards it. That's very nice. To steer. Nope. Tried to touch some brakes there, as you can see, to get rid of that understeer, but it wasn't enough. Too tight. I need to be out much wider and maybe take a little late apex on it.
Sorry.
No, because there's nobody really to keep an eye on you. Yes, that's fine. You can go outside, but just yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just for a little bit. It was way too early and it just really caught me low and low, so. Next we step. Earlier there, I'm trying to get too much of a late apex and it really doesn't make sense because the quicker I can get on the gas, I can carry that speed all the way through here, so no point rushing. Yeah. Take as late break as possible because then I just have this all the way throughout. By like half a lap there. Yeah, that's like half a second then in that corner more. do a slightly earlier brake like that, have a little stab of the gas, and get back on the gas cleanly again. Something like that, way better.
Flat for you.
Now, missed the apex completely. Ooh.
Car 5, just set the fastest lap. 36.537.
Feels so late. Gotta brake way before. I feel like I'm getting it though. It's about half a second up, I think, coming into that corner. My prior best lap, so.
Car 10, just set the fastest lap. 35.534. Got damage on the right side.
And again, I guess so. Just coming in way too hot. That's it. Oh boy, it's tough because you have to get the whole corner before it just right to be lined up, and if you don't, then it goes really long, as you can see, and you lose an entire second in one corner. Tried to brake a fraction too late. You know what, in the interest of time, I'm going to scoot on over to a qualifying lap and then a race with the AI, because this is a bit boring. See what I can do. Not great laps. A good feeling about this. One lap, really warm up my tyres nicely. One lap to get a banker lap for my qualifying. So I'm not pushing too hard, but just enough to make sure I have something. And one lap to go for it. And I think I can get down nicely into the 136s. Against the CPU, that probably won't be nearly good enough to actually get anything though, but... See, this is the line I want. I want to be out wide like this so that I can... Makes a big difference, as you can see, but it's on cold tyres too. It's because I was going slower even coming into it. Tires, cool tires, don't break too. Here. Nice. Nice and smooth. I think the racing is going to be chaos with these chicanes and cars going fast coming into those chicanes. Oh boy. It's going to be a race of attrition. Okay, nice early break. Set myself up. Good.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Good exit. This is the bank lap. Don't have to go too fast. Nice. Already a quarter of a second up. Oh, it wouldn't let me change down gear. Just lost like 0.4 of a second because I could not get gear changed down. Good place. Barrel braking was awful, as you can see by the telemetry. I had already braked enough, and then I was like, nah, I'm not even at the apex, so let me try and correct this. That's okay, it's my bank lap. It's going to be a slow bank lap, but... a fun track though, and I wish I'd had more time this week to practice on this because I would have loved to have done some extra practice, some extra races here.
One more lap. You've got wheel damage.
Feel it?
You've got damage on the right side.
Yeah, okay, well I didn't get a qualifying lap, so alright, well, I see where I qualified with that first banker lap. Yay. Did I get real damage? Not really. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, yeah, I did. That was pretty hefty. Here I am just smiling away, responding to my love's text messages, who's probably going to be the only one watching this stream. I'm like, oh, I have a text message from my baby girl. She sure is pretty.
Everyone's gritted.
Well, this would be a fun race anyway. The AI kind of crap that here. They take some slow lines there. And I got about 30 minutes for my actual race time, so when I did 3 wide there. Going up my inside. Slow.
Keep to the left.
Can't win the race in the first corner. Certainly lose it.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Finish first. First you have to finish. Oh my goodness, so slow. I did not want to have to put it up inside there, but he was going so slow. Oh, he's right next to me. Where's my blind spot not showing me he's right next to me, but I know he is because I can actually just see him out there. He's still there.
Clear.
I'm gonna clear him now. Good job, radar. Did absolutely nothing for me. Alright, well, 0x because only light car contact and no damage, so I'll take it. It's gonna get me there. Oh, a very slow exit.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear.
It's racing. If nothing else, racing against the AI really does teach you how to race very close to people and try and not to bump them. And also how to get runs on cars. See there how you can be slow in.
Clear.
That's not a good line though, but compromised his line too, so at least I get a nice drive out the corner compared to him. And the slipstream, my comparison, the slipstream that you can get here once I'm a little closer, because I'm 2.7 behind, and then when I'm within a second or so of the car in front. Ooh. Jesus, I could not get away from the wall. Yes, I'm 2.4, as you can see in that little grid to the left, and if I'm within a second of the car in front, I get a really nice slipstream.
Still there.
Probably actually a little longer. These MX5, so it's my fault. Don't go so slow through that corner. Like you literally just blip the brakes there and just slide through the corner, and sometimes these AI are like taking the weirdest lines. To figure out how to get changed down gear there better, because it does not like me changing down gear. Stay on the right here, you can get so much better line to this corner. I had to avoid the apex because there was a person there, of course, but watch now, like watch that delta bar at the top and how much I'm catching up compared to my prior lap times, because I got the slipstream in the cars in front, so I didn't change up gear properly, but still I gain a quarter of a second on this straight load. I don't brake, so what?
Left side, keep to the right. Clear on the left.
Go for the shortcut, just gotta make it 2 wheels on by that line. Slipstream these bad boys. Then I'll make a little loop to the right, because I know that.
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Oh, what a dive bomb. Oh,
Clear on the left.
what a dive bomb. Love it. Love it.
You're in fifth.
Okay, let's see if I can catch these now. Nice. I like this track. It is a fun track. I think I'll end up finishing probably mid-pack, and if I stay out of trouble, I might grab a podium in my regular races, just because when I've seen some things online, just these chicanes, I mean, sometimes it'll take out half the pack, and so if you're actually fast enough, which I'm not, if you're fast enough to qualify first, and you just drive reasonably well, then you're almost guaranteed to win, because you're out in front and you don't get caught up by all coming into these ridiculous chicanes that they built here at the Roval.
2.1 seconds. Car on your left. Clear Clear on the left. Get the car on your left. Clear.
One thing I don't like, I need to change my AI settings because the adaptive AI, if you're running behind for a few laps, then it makes the AI in front of you start going like really slowly by a few seconds a lap to allow you to kind of catch up and make it for a more fun race. But then they start driving and go from being very predictable and fast to just, as you've seen, just driving ridiculously unpredictable. And if you get out in front of them, then all of a sudden they start like literally driving like that. Like that Max Verstappen or something, just putting in some crazy lap times all of a sudden. Much better. Not super quick, but much more controlled. 13.181, I think I've got 12.9. So 310s quicker through that side.
The next car's the leader. Keep to the right.
I like.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear
Okay.
on the left.
Yeah, see what I mean? Just they suddenly start driving like absolute fools. But then watch now, my fastest is a 139. I'll probably end up getting one smooth, clear lap without having them on my tail. And then they'll start throwing in like 135s or something crazy to start catching me. No, no. Sure, I did there. I guess where I hit the ABS, maybe, but I didn't brake early enough, so I was still braking and turning at the same time. That's why I was asking too much of these poor little MX5 thin tires.
Right side.
Don't throw it
Clear
on
on
the
the
side. Blocked him off there to compromise my line, and now he's going to get me on the exit. Yeah. That's alright, it's all good practice, all good learning.
Clear. Left side.
No, dude.
Clear on the left.
That mean he like caught. Just if you can get that just right over that curve, you get such a good exit for it. He's like slow again, so now I'm having to
Clear.
like put it up a place where I would never against people because they would never be that slow. Really think these chicanes are going to be the passing places of choice, and people are just going to be dive bombing all over the place on a regular race. So I'm
Right side.
going to have to get good, yeah, like this. I'm going to have to get good at defending my inside lines, and I need to practice that here.
Stay on the left.
Oh no, that was my fault.
Keep to
It
the
said
left.
stay on the left, and I was like cutting him off. I do like this a lot more lenient in this track though. You see that I'm still at 0x, so no incidents. Like even those light contacts, I think of things here at Charlotte Roval that, you know, as long as you're not literally bumper carring against people, there's very little you
Clear
can
on
do.
the right.
I thought he was like right next to me, so I was giving him space. I didn't realise he was the car that backed way off coming into the braking line. If you could have just taken my regular line. What have I got? I changed on my UI with this new computer, and now I can't find my. Oh, okay. On the top left, there's how much time? So 1:30. This would probably be the white flag lap. Next one would be the white flag lap. I mean. It is so satisfying though, this track, that you get some of these corners just right.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.3.
Yeah, 1.3, but then watch this final lap, he's going to come back like he's got frickin' DRS and supercharger in the MX5 or something, so again, I'm just braking way too late. To brake early, be off the brakes by the time I hit that first curve. Mostly saying this to myself.
Right flag, nice and smooth.
And then I can roll over the first and be ready to hit it for the second. Same there. I don't really care like whether I run this or not. I'm just mostly practicing now at this point.
Still there, the leader did a 39.751. Clear.
I'm probably making stuff up to get both of these given what I know, but
37.911.
fast out there. I had to wait to get on the throttle because the people ahead of me got to be, I guess here, 12.986. Pretty good. And got brake here. Try and keep a nice line. Brake, gonna dive bomb a little bit because I can. Don't care. It's the CPU. Oh, come on, dude. He's like holding me. I couldn't move. His car was literally stuck to mine. Stopping me from accelerating. Going against these computers, I'm going to dive on like crazy into the chicanes just to see if I can now.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Clear on the right. See what I can do. 1.4 against slipstream. I've got one corner left, but I'm going to dive bomb like crazy into that last corner and see what I can do. Way too far out. Too far. That's alright.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
Okay, what have we got? 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to register for the race. I'm going to do some practice. I literally have enough time for a double header, and then it's the following week. Alright. I have no idea what track is for next week, at least this time with my new computer. Much more reliable FPS. This is in replay mode, so the FPS is lower, but I'm sticking it for my fixed FPS. By these. Six PM register. Let me check my stream again. Make sure everything's working. PM register. Oh, it seems to be. Let me rewind. Just the game sound down just a touch. I think that should be better. I think that should be better. I run a couple of laps for practice, and then I will check my volumes, and I'll see if it's too loud. Same, I'm going to talk like this while I get up to speed. Because at least for me, like out of my speakers, it's not that loud, but then coming across the stream, it still looks like it needs to be adjusted a little bit, so. Right, so we're going to do this, we're We're going to get up to full throttle. Get up to full throttle. Give me a second. And then I'm going to keep talking. This is going to be a mic check to check the volume. It's so cool though, especially now with my new computer and the graphics, and seeing all the grandstands, everybody here at Charlotte ready to see me. Love it. Okay, I'm going to get up to full speed. I'm going to keep talking while the engine's roaring. Check, mic check. Those RVs. Must be in the Carolinas. Nice and brake. Yeah, because I want to roll. That's... probably want to touch the brakes again. Let me pull off the track. Check my streaming volume. That's... probably want to touch the brakes again. Say, across the stream. Get up to full throttle. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking. This is my check to check the volume. So cool, especially now with my computer and the graphics and seeing the grandstands. Everybody here at Charlotte ready to see me. Okay, up to full speed. Okay, well, it sounds good on my phone. We'll see when I get on the PC later. I'll put it on the TV, but... Okay, so we got 10 minutes till race starts. You can step away and use the restroom.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
I'll be right back. Alright, if anybody does actually watch this stream, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream and I'm going to just restart it again right afterwards so that I can get a nice clear and clean end to one stream and begin into the other. I'm going to close out some of these extra work windows that I have running just to make sure that my performance is as good as possible. And I will see you all back on the stream in